Hi everybody, like I told you last video, I was going to take you a walk around and show you kind of what we're doing. Now all you professional drivers out there, don't pick on me because it's raining out, and I know normally we got to do it anyways, but I want to do it fast because I don't want to ruin my camera while I'm videotaping this. So I'm going to go over it kind of fast, kind of show you all what I got to do, but like I said, no picking, okay? First off, we're going to look at the front of the truck. And we're going to make sure that it's not setting crooked. Okay, and that we're going to do by looking at the truck going at the front of it, like that. See, and see, got it nice and level. So that means the springs are good and everything. And then we're going to come around here. Start on this side. Okay. One of the things we're going to do, hello, my cameraman is following me too close. Check the tires, make sure that they've got good tread, and there are specifications for that, but layman's words is just make sure it's good rubber on there. We're going to check the brakes. We're going to check all of the things that are attached to the brakes. Checking all of these parts right here. We're going to check our shocks, look at all of our hosing and our wiring. We're going to check all of our parts, make sure there's no leaks, make sure all of our bolts and everything are nice and tight on all of our equipment. We're going to check our belts, check our fan, make sure it's not loose, check all of this stuff. Okay, and like I said, I'm going to do this real fast because of the weather, okay? I'm going to come to this side, and I'm laughing at my cameraman. Okay, we're going to check all our steering column, check our gearbox, our steering box, fluids, radiator fluids. We're going to make sure there's no big major leaks or anything. We would take this out and check the oil. All this stuff has already been done, so again, we're going to check the brake system on this side and make sure that we got good shoes and everything, pads, check the tread, look up under here, make sure we ain't got anything leaking or falling apart. Why are you looking at my feet?
Shoes.
I've got them shoes. Fake shoes. Oh God. Alright. We're going to come back here. We're also going to be checking our tanks for our fuel, which, by the way, we sleep up here. Down here's 150-gallon tanks of fuel on both sides. And now they're loading us. Alright, we're going to check our stacks, make sure there's no rust or leaks in our exhaust systems, because that can be very dangerous. Sleeping in the truck and having exhaust fumes come in. Gonna check our tires. Gonna check our springs, check our brake, our shocks. Gonna make sure all of our nuts and bolts are all together back here. Gonna check our mud flaps. We actually have to check them. If the lights were on, we would check all of our lighting to make sure that the lights were working good. This is our landing gear. And this is the thing that operates it. This. And make sure that all the bolts and everything are intact with that. We're going to come back here on the trailer, and under here we're going to check and make sure that our hosing, our air lines are all intact and not leaking. And we're going to look back up under here, and we're going to check our brakes and check all of our bellows and our hoses back here for air leaks. Check our tires here and here. This is called a wheel. This is a chuck. This is a chalk to keep the trailer from rolling while they got forklifts running in and out of it. Checking our mud flaps again. We do a lot of California runs, so we have to make sure that our tandems are set at a certain point so that we don't get a ticket in California. Alright, we're going to check all of our lights. There's lights on the bottom of the truck. There's lights on the top of the truck that we have to check. Got to make sure that the walls of the trailer are in good condition. And my cameraman's laughing at me again because I said batteries. There's 4 of them. And we have to check the cables on them, make sure that they're tight and secure and not frayed or falling apart. We have to check our mirrors. And that was one of the dogs. Anyways, got to check all of our mirrors, make sure they're good. We would have our lights on and our emergency flashers on to ensure that all of our lights are working so that we can be safe on the highway. On this side of the truck, we would go down this side of the truck and we would do exactly the same thing as we did on the other side. Checking the tanks, making sure that they're secure, the muffler is in good shape. We're checking the tires, we're going to check the tire depth, mud flaps, landing gear on this side, making sure it's well greased and everything's intact, bolts together and everything. Checking lights, again, tires, we're going to check these, check their tread depths, we're going to be checking the mud flaps. Now if we were not in a dock, I could check the lights on the back of the trailer. But because we have been in a dock for quite a while, I figured I'd go ahead and get this video done because I promised y'all that I would do it. Do what? Before it gets dark. Yeah, before it gets dark. Yeah. Because even though we do have to do inspections in the dark, it'd be hard to videotape it. So anyways, that's how we go about the truck and check everything over and make sure that it's safe. And make sure that we're secure and safe on the road, and checking brakes and all that kind of stuff is important. Like I told you before, brakes are a big issue with these big trucks. Most accidents are caused from either poor truck or tire maintenance, poor brake maintenance, or speeding. Idiots. Idiots, yes. Four-wheeled idiots. Yes. Yeah. Okay, now you know they can hear your voice on there too, honey. But anyways, until next time, I appreciate you clicking in and watching, and God bless, and bye-bye.